winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
Flames TV Live at the Intermission, brought to you by Ram Truck, winner of Motor Trend Truck of the Year for the 3rd year in a row. Calgary Flames trailing 3-2 after 40 minutes here, but pleased to spend some time with Candace Gowdy, as we always do in regular season game action throughout the course of the season, the Executive Director of the Flames Foundation, and a lot of good things going on at the Flames Foundation. Want to draw attention to that here in the second period intermission as well. Welcome back.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. We're excited to have you. I mean, it's a little quieter, a little different than our regular setup, but happy to have you back nonetheless. What's been going on? Because it has been a while, and obviously we've been in the middle of a pandemic, so there has been lots going on for the foundation. But maybe just first of all, give us just a little bit of a recap on what you guys have been busy with, which I know has been a lot.
Yeah, we've been really, really busy. So it's obviously it's been weird not to have hockey traditionally, but
Sure.
In the Flames Foundation, we've been incredibly busy, and we had great success last year with our raffles during the postseason, which we're so grateful for. I mean, with the cancellation of our events in golf and poker, it just meant so much of us for these raffles to be successful and for us to be able to move forward and continue to make sure we can support groups in Calgary and Southern Alberta. And in March, we created the Calgary Flames Foundation COVID-19 support program. And since that program was started in March, we're nearly have distributed $3 million. So yeah, it's been, obviously the need in our community has been tremendous. It's an application process, but also a combination of programs that we create with our community partners. It's a testament to the support that we're receiving here through the Flames Foundation, and we were just so happy to be able to be there for groups in Calgary right now that are either operating under crazy parameters and working so much to address, what is significant need, or are suffering from some pretty big financial losses.
Well, we talk so much about how many people and how many different avenues. You almost, sometimes don't even realize how much this affects and how different charities have to move around and juggle things, whether it's events. I mean, obviously the events business has had a tough go of it, and you laid that out perfectly. That 50-50 that we see for all Flames home and away games, which you outline, huge in the playoffs, but how much of a benefit, how many charities will really benefit from this ongoing support over the course of this 56-game regular season schedule?
Yeah, we're so excited to see what happens this year. And I mean, just from last year's, we have supported 42 groups through the COVID support program, more than that now.
That's awesome.
And last year we gave away more money than we ever have. So between, in a 13-14 month time frame, we gave away $5.3 million. So we're going to see a lot of that keep going, and it will be more groups than we've ever worked with. It will be more money than we've ever distributed, and we're really excited about that. And we're big groups and small groups, everything from we provided $1 million for the mobilization of food and food security, to little groups like Believe in Gold, which is a small charity that helps families with youth who are receiving care at the Children's Hospital in the oncology unit. So it's financial assistance. And that group is having a really hard time making it through. So yeah, it's incredibly important, and these 50-50 games and program is going to create a lot of good.
February is also a big month across the National Hockey League in this city as well. Maybe just first of all, let's talk about Hockey Talks, because that is an opportunity to really shed some light on important issues across the National Hockey League, but in the world that everyone deals with. This year, obviously, again, a little bit different. We don't have the fans in the building, but for Hockey Talks, some big plans in the works from the Flames Foundation standpoint.
Yeah, and big plans. I mean, we're not going to have a game as the focal point like we usually do, but we're going to be doing a ton on social media and a ton on our website, lots of our players, and it is all about mental health. So Hockey Talks is about mental health, and as you mentioned, we might not have ever had a time in our lives in which mental health has been focused on so much, and it's a serious problem. and for lots of us that have never experienced or struggled with mental health, we are. And for people who have been struggling with mental health their whole life, it's been intensified. So whether it's new for people or it's old for people and it's getting worse, we know that this is a big issue and we have a role to play. So, through the COVID support program, we've distributed, almost or more than actually $300,000 to groups in our community to still make sure that they can provide these important programs. And we're going to raise awareness about those groups. So if you need someone to talk to, if you feel like you need some help, if someone you love needs some help, we want to make sure that we're talking about what the Calgary Counseling Center has to offer and what the Canadian Mental Health Association does. And that can be a tough space to navigate, and we want to help people through that.
Well, we know you guys had the website in the early part of the pandemic, just resources. I mean, there's so many out there. And part of that discussion, as you just laid out well, is about finding them, right? Is about knowing where to go when you need them. And I would imagine that that's kind of a big focal point over the next month or so. It's just to guide people in the right direction when they need it.
Totally, yeah. I mean, it's a tough space to get through. And, we want to use our players, too, and the people in this organization to say, hey, I feel it. If you feel it, it's okay. Especially now. Always, but especially now, it's really normalized. And here are things that we do and you can do and places you can go. Just to make sure we're incorporating mental health in our overall well-being.
February is also Black History Month as well, and obviously we saw last week the Willie O'Ree decals on the helmets of players across the National Hockey League, also just a hugely important milestone in the National Hockey League. How do we celebrate Black History Month here with the Calgary Flames and looking back a little bit?
Yeah, we're looking forward to this too. We are going to be speaking with former and current Calgary Flames players that are Black as part of Black History Month, and speaking to them about being in the NHL, their time in Calgary, just as part of those celebrations. And then also last year we had provided funding to Classroom Champions to air the documentary, the Willie O'Ree documentary, and then we had bussed in with Classroom Champions a number of students so that they could make sure that they watched that film, which I'm not sure if you've seen it, but if you haven't, you should watch it. It is just so incredible. So this year we're working with Classroom Champions in the NHL on providing with students and teachers and youth with the link to watch that documentary and really encouraging people, especially kids and parents, to watch it, because it is, it's our history. It's a celebration of Black History Month. It's a celebration of the NHL's first Black player, and that's something we want everybody to see. It's just a really tremendous watch. And then we're going to be working with John Cornish and his charity, which is the Calgary Black Chambers, and is a mentorship program in providing some support and funding. So it's going to be a good month.
Lots going on. It's a busy month of February for sure. And also Willie O'Ree has the book out as well. Jerome McGinley wrote the foreword for that. So please do so. We encourage you to read and watch the documentary if you can. And thanks for stopping by. Although I do want to say, because of the 50-50, that's a big plug. So I wanted to have a little fun with you because we get the opportunity to plug the 50-50 every intermission. And I thought maybe this is your chance. You can give us the 50-50 update. Look at that.
I can. See? Look at our jackpot right now. It is just about $257,000. One lucky person will be taking home half of this.
Nice little take home.
Max and the Calgary Flames Foundation. We had a really great story the other day of a woman that won this and said, you know what, I've been working 2 jobs, just trying so hard to make ends meet, and this is my dreams come true. And I was just like, this is awesome. Like, what a great opportunity for us to be able to provide, this.
Like life-changing, right? I mean, you watch a Flames game, buy some tickets on online, calgaryflames.com/5050. Help local Southern Alberta charities.
Yeah, it is changing lives, and it changes a life every game.
Well, thanks for the update. Well done on the 50-50. Come back anytime to do that. Appreciate that.
Come back anytime.
Come back anytime.
Like scoot in and
just
throw that
absolutely.
Out.
We welcome it for sure. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks.
Candice Gowdy, Calgary Flames Foundation Executive Director. That's it through 40 minutes here at the Scotiabank Saddledome. Calgary Flames trying to come from behind to pick up a victory over the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll be back with Matt Stajan on the postgame show coming up at the conclusion of the game. We'll see you then.
We call it the Ram 1500 Limited. But truth be told, there's nothing limited about it. Ram 1500, winner, J.D. Power Award for Best Driver Appeal.